Alright, back with another Mother's Day update here. Wanted to take some shots of the tank as I do my water change. It's been a while, so let me just jump right into it. Livestock update. We'll do that in a second. And first, I'm coming off a 3-day blackout period last weekend, and blacked out the tank, turned off the lights for 3 consecutive days, and got rid of some of the algae, but not all of it. And one thing I noticed is my Matagard lace really appreciated the blackout. The number of, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see. My Red Tiger Lotus bulbs did not appreciate the blackout, and since this is a low tech tank, I'm not using any CO2 liquid or gas CO2, so something I may consider in the future, but right now it's not something that's being implemented on the tank. And then livestock. So I need to work on my quarantine process. I did lose the one black phantom that had been in this tank for a while. I have lost the one I guess diamond tetras, so now I'm down to 3. And the diamond head tetra, I originally I think bought well over a dozen, and then several of them got wiped out, and then I was down to 1. That one did not make it, and I added some cardinal tetras, and that's one of the new catfish. That was one of 6 catfish, and I believe only 3 of them made it through my quarantine process. And I bought almost a dozen cardinals from local LFS, and those did not make it through my quarantine process. Other than that, I still have it should be 9 of the bleeding heart tetras, and then the Porstilla tetras, I think those are still running at a dozen. And spring going into summer, between now and 4th of July, which will be my 1-year anniversary on this tank, I'm going to be focusing on livestock. And the brown algae in the tank, I do now have somewhat of a cleanup crew. There should be, I think, 3 catfish in here. Of course, they do not come out during the day, and I will need to maybe get a couple more. I was looking for a total of 6, but again, unfortunately, they didn't make it through my quarantine process, so I'll be getting a credit with my local LFS. And then still trying to sort out this brown algae. I have been tinkering with the light schedule, and that's been more of the reason for a lot of it. And when you see these leaves are curling up, so that tells me they're not probably receiving enough sunlight. or I guess light from the lights. And then same thing here with these Anubias. This plant actually came uprooted. So, and we have the fern in the back, the this is Winty, Crip Winty. And the catfish during the day like to hide out underneath my heaters in the back. I don't know if you can see in the back there, but alright, so I'm going to go ahead and keep things moving. The water change, and tank has been running warm. Twice a year I usually keep my AC off and have the windows open, so I'm coming out of that time of the year where I start keeping the house air conditioned. And when lights are on, my pH drifts above 7. Lights go off, pH drops below 7. The temperature all of a sudden has been running pretty warm. As far as the temperature difference when the lights are on versus at nighttime. And this aqua in the middle is offline, and then this one is running carbon. Yeah, so that needs to be clean. And then over here, this one is running Purgin, which has been exhausted and needs to be changed. So I think another thing is I may be stripping the tank of some of its nutrients, and I'm going to rethink the amount of Purgin that I'm using in the tank. And I believe there's probably a cup and a half of carbon, so I will continue to run carbon, but I'm going to drop the amount down to a cup. And that's the update for now. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already done so, please rate, comment, and welcome new subscribers. Thank you for watching.